Why do you build me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down and mess me around in the worst of all.
What is going on, guys? We are at Hersheypark today, and this is going to be my friend Evie's first time ever for Christmas Candylane. Well, I've been to Christmas Candylane 2 years ago. If you haven't checked out that vlog, go check it out. And let me go through the whole timeline of lit things that happened over the past 3 Christmas breaks. 2018, I came here to Christmas Candylane with my parents. Go check that vlog out if you haven't. And in 2019, I went to Adventure Dome and got on the Big Apple Coaster. Check out those videos if you haven't. And now I am here at Christmas Candylane with Evie. This is so crazy. And Evie just drove all the way to Hershey. And so, Evie, are you ready for this? Oh, yeah! Okay, so we've just finally got a backseat ride on Candymonium, and I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. It was really good. We finally got on the Twizzlers train like I had been dreaming, so now I've been earthing on 2 of the Candymonium trains, and I still have yet to ground on the Kisses train. And so, Evie, what did you think of it?
I thought it was good. I thought the back had some great flow to air time. I give it a 10.
Oh, yeah! Oh, Great Bear. I know that Hersheypark does not allow you to be open for Christmas Candylane because of, reasons, but I just can't wait until we reunite, hopefully in springtime in the park if my parents approve it. And I really want to be earthing on you in the front row because I've never experienced you in the front row, and you're my favorite coaster at Hersheypark. I admit, you are my favorite roller coaster at Hersheypark, and possibly my favorite invert in the whole entire world so far because of how unique you are with that helix before you go into the main drop. And I can't wait to ride you again. And to close out all of this, Great Bear. Oh, sorry. I love you, Great Bear. I love you. I love you. Oh my God. I just want to ride you again. Please let me do that. Why? Okay, so we're riding Triple Towers right now. We just rode the Hershey's Tower, and I'd rate it a 7 out of 10. I did not like that drop at all. Last year, it was so much better than it was, and so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, I have to agree. I give it a 7. That drop was just bad. It's so slow now. I remember when we were here last year, it was so much better. But yeah, I was disappointed with the drop. But good launch.
Yeah. Okay, so we just rode Reese's Tower, and I rated a 10 out of 10. It was a really good ride, and it was much better than the Hershey's Tower. And I was earthing on it, and some people were recording me and laughing at me. So, shout out to whoever was recording me earthing on Reese's Tower in cold weather. And so, Evie, what did you think of it?
It was good. Yeah, I loved the launch, and it was a good drop tower. Definitely loved it better than the Hershey's Tower. Give it a 10.
Oh, yeah!
Hersheypark, if you come back a little bit later, whenever.
Okay, so we just rode Captain Across Monorail.
Capital Blue Cross.
Oh, thank you. And I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. It was really good, and we got some good shots. And this ride officially broke the streak of the grounding streak. Because when we first got here, I was grounding on almost every single ride we were on because all 3 of them were rides that you're allowed to ground on. And this one broke the streak, unfortunately. But luckily, I'll be riding the Claw Barefoot later. And so, Evie, what'd you think of Captain Blue Cross Monorail?
I thought it was a very good monorail. We were able to get some really good shots, and give it a 10.
Oh, yeah! So we're in line for the claw right now. I said I was gonna go earthing on this later, but while we were looking for food options, I decided when we were passing by the claw and we saw it going, and I got the urge, I want to ride it now. So we are in line, and so, Evie, are you ready for the claw? Oh yeah. Okay, so we just rode the claw, and I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. It was really good. In fact, it's even better than Revolution at Dorney Park, and it comes with no seatbelt, and it starts right away, and it was a good chance ride to Revolution, and possibly the best one I've ever ridden. Remember, I last rode this with my parents back in 2018 when I came here for Christmas Candylane, and this time I was earthing and grounding on it. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
So that was my first time on the claw. I thought it was a really, really good flat ride. Definitely better than Revolution. I also loved how it had a longer ride cycle and it went higher, but yeah, give it a 10.
Yeah, this day is going pretty good in general because not a lot of the rides are open, so we have time for flats that we don't normally get to do. And yeah. And yes, Fahrenheit, when I said a lot of rides aren't open for this event, I'm talking to you. Okay, so we just rode Wildcat right there, and I'd rate it a perfect 10 out of 10. It was a really good ride on Wildcat. In fact, it was the best ride we've ever had on Wildcat, and we sat in the back row too. And apparently, back row is pretty smooth on Wildcat. I like it. And so, Evie, what do you think of it?
Yeah, that was a great ride. I give it a 10. Definitely, it was hauling. Really, it was really hauling. That was such a great ride I had on it. Definitely the best I've ever had, and it's my new favorite road.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we just rode Wild Mouse, and I rated a 10 out of 10. Hershey's Wild Mouse is much smoother than Dorney, and it's really good in general, and it's the best Wild Mouse I've ever been on. And so,
yeah, I give it a 10. I like Hershey's Wild Mouse, and I also love how fast paced it is.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we just rode Hershey's Music Express right there, and I'd rate it a 6 out of 10. It was a short ride cycle, and the seats are not that comfortable. I like Dorney's much better, and well, I like the design though, but I'll give it that. But I put this into words. The seats are not that comfy, and Dorney's seats are more comfy. And Dorney's doesn't even have that long of a ride cycle, but it's longer than this Music Express. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, I have to agree. I have to give it a 6. It just wasn't that great of an experience. But yeah, like you said, the design is really nice and stuff. But yeah, I definitely like Dorney's Music Express better. But it was alright.
Yeah. Okay, so we just rode Hershey's Ferris wheel right there, and I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. I really like how elevated it is, and it can give you great views of stuff like Whirlwind and Wildcat, and I wish that we were able to get shots of Lightning Racer, but it's obviously closed for this event for some reason. And so, anyways, Evie, what did you think of Hershey's Ferris wheel?
I thought they had a really great Ferris wheel. Yeah, it definitely provided some amazing views, and I give it a 10.
Oh yeah, and I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. It was a really good ride. It was better than with the ride we had on it in August 2019, and it spins faster in the cold. And this time we both got a workout on our arms from spinning the black thing. And so, what did you think of the Howler?
I thought it was a good ride on Howler. Yes, we had a very spinny ride on it. Give it 10.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we just rode Sidewinder, and I'd rate it a 9 out of 10. We stuck our head forward, so it was much better than the ride we had in August. And so, Evie, what did you think of Sidewinder?
Yeah, I give it a 9. I had a much more decent ride with my sticking my head out.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we just rode Frontier Flyers, and I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. It was really good, and it was a cold ride on it, even colder than colder than August 2019. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, that was a cool ride on it. Yeah, it was good. Different time.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we just rode Coco Cruiser, and we didn't think anything of it. It's just another kiddie coaster, but at least we got another cred. I've got 59 coasters, and Evie's got 63 coaster creds down. So tell me your thoughts on it.
Oh, yeah. I got 63 beds now. It's nice.
Yeah. Okay, so we just rode Fender Bender, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. They were good bumper cars, but I got stuck a couple times on them. And so, Evie, what'd you think of them?
Yeah, I thought Fender Bender was a pretty good bumper car ride. I give it a 9.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we just rode Waves, and I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. It was really good. I was earthing and grounding on it, and the ride-off whose name was JD, he was like, "You're doing this barefoot, man. You're going all out." And then after the ride, he commented that this is like the Polar Plunge Challenge 2.0. And then and it was a really good ride on Hershey's Wave Swinger in general. And so, Evie, what did you think of the ride on Hershey's Wave Swinger?
That was a good ride on it. I give it a 10.
Oh yeah. Also, shout out to JD the ride-up for commenting on my bare feet. And yeah. Okay, so we just rode Candymonium, and I rated it a 10 out of 10. It was our first ever night ride on it. And I can officially say I've been earthing on all 3 trains now. And so I'm Candymonium earthing man. And so, Evie, what did you think of Candymonium?
Give it a 10.
Oh yeah! Okay, so we just rode both Candymonium and the Reese's Tower, and I'd rate both rides a 10 out of 10. They were both very good, especially on Candymonium, where the ride-up Stephanie was like, "Do your feet like not freeze?" and which was so funny. And the Reese's Tower I was grounding on too, luckily. And so, and we were able to get on right on Reese's Tower too. And there's the sinking lights over there. And so, Evie, what'd you think of it?
I thought Candymonium was a great ride. I give that a 10. Had a great front row ride on it. And the Reese's Tower right here, it was a good night ride we had on it. I also give that a 10.
Oh yeah! So, this has been one eventful visit to Hersheypark. In fact, this was the eventfulest visit ever because, most eventful visit ever because the ride-off JD at Wave Swinger obviously was like, "You're doing this barefoot, man. You're going all out." And then Stephanie at Candymonium was like, "Do your feet not freeze?" And then I met JD from Hershey Addict earlier, so shout out goes to him. Everyone should subscribe to his channel. Everyone, I encourage you to subscribe to JD's channel at Hershey Addict. He is such a good YouTuber, and I'm glad I got to meet him tonight on the Wildcat Midway. And so, Evie, what did you think of this visit to Hershey?
Alright, so we had a great time here. It was my first time coming to Christmas Candylane, and I'm very impressed by the event. I like it a lot. And we got a lot of good rides in today, and I loved our Candymonium night ride and all the other stuff we did today. We really did have a good day here today.
Oh yeah! Make sure to reply to me your thoughts on this vlog, and make sure to stay tuned for a lot more of stuff coming soon to Coaster Plus Music 19, and I will see you in the next.